So, in a world that's ever changing with medical advances, technology advances, such as, even coffee makers, TVs going to 4K, people being able to walk on robotic limbs, everything's moving to a more personalized type of system. And I believe medicine's doing the same. This being the case with stem cell research. Stem cell research has a very negative cloud over it from how it's been looked at the last couple of years. But recent research has gone past that cloud, and I believe people just aren't educated in that area. So if you look at stem cells, that is basically the easiest way to explain them is that on a cellular level, all they do is regenerate new adult cells. So they regenerate the same cell and they copy the cell over and over again to make whatever cell it is. So most people actually grow a whole new skin in 9 months. So in 9 months, there's a new you walking around. In about 2 months, you have new taste buds. Your mouth is completely regenerated. These stem cells are actually from the adult stem cells that are called somatic stem cells. Somatic stem cells, if you look at this analogy, it's basically somebody that grew up, picked a career choice, and now they work in that career choice. So that whole career time, they're just regenerating their work. So that's how to look at somatic stem cells. Embryonic stem cells, those are the ones that have the bad cloud over them, but there's different ways to get them now. Those are the ones that were harvested 5 days after a blastoid is made, which is when the sperm first enters the egg. These, if you look at that, are like kids. They have the potential to be anything. So that stem cell also has the potential to do anything in your body. It could do bones, skin, organs, anything. So if we jump into stem cell research right now, of course, embryonic stem cells are the best. They're the ones used. And according to the Medical Institute of Research, they're used to regenerate all kinds. And the research they have is that they're able to be put in people's eyes who have diseases or who have lost their vision, and it actually helped regenerate. So these were people that were blind in both eyes. But then they took people that were blind in one eye, and they took stem cells from one eye and put them in the other eye. And it actually regenerated the other eye because the new stem cells from the working eye were able to get rid of the stem cells or the cells that weren't working in the eye that wasn't working, and they were able to regenerate. Well, let's say you have both bad eyes and embryonic stem cells aren't a choice that you want to do. There's also plutonic stem cells, which actually come from the skin of its own person. So they're your own stem cells that are personalized for your body. Think of these stem cells as somebody who grew up, picked a career choice, then went back to college and picked another career choice. That's how these stem cells work. That's how they look. So basically, these stem cells are used to regenerate skin here, but if you're able to get them in an early state, you're able to put them in other parts of your body, and they pick to regenerate that organ. Now there is some negatives. They're not completely sure how stem cells react 100% because the research is not there. So we need to move the research to do that because some plutonic cells, there's no knowing if they will regenerate. Somebody took cells from a bone and put it in an eye. This was according to the Harvard study of medical research, which was a bad case of stem cells. But they took from a bone, they injected it in an eye that somebody said they needed Botox, which if you ask any medical profession, they would tell you Botox and stem cells do not mix. But this is why we need to educate ourselves. But they put the bone stem cells in the eye, and the patient was walking around, and she started blinking. Well, she started hearing a click in her eye. Well, it pretty much got to the point where the eye was clicking harder and harder. So she went back. Turns out those stem cells regenerated bone in her eye. So it's very important that we move further research into stem cells because some of the bad cloud that follows stem cells, it's not the case anymore because we don't need a blastoid to get embryonic stem cells anymore. You can use the umbilical cord that's donated by others. to get the embryonic stem cells. These help regenerate anything. Like I said, if you think about the analogy, these are like little kids. They have the potential to do anything. So they also have research where some brain stem cells help people with dementia and Alzheimer's, and it helped them to start regenerating their brain a certain way and actually help get memories back and remember stuff. So as research develops, it's important for us to educate ourselves on the stem cells to not keep this negative cloud on them. People would argue the fact, well, you kill babies to do stem cell research. That's not the case anymore. So there's other stem cells that we can move forward. But studies shows that stem cells can even help diabetes. It can help bone regeneration. It can help skin regeneration. It can help with sorry, I'm forgetting the disease, but it can help many diseases. But in the end, they say that stem cells may even be the key to helping cancer and help to get rid of cancer, because essentially the dumbed down version of cancer is it's a cell that has a default in it or a bad in it, and that cell basically gets copied over and over and over again, so your body makes this cancer in its own body. So if we could do stem cells to put into that cancer and it could regenerate it to a good cell and get rid of the bad cells, it might help get rid of cancer in the future. So going forward on in this world where medical and technology is always moving forward, we shouldn't allow not educating ourselves and being ignorant for preventing us to do stem cell research. And that is my speech.